So I've been playing a lot of Legends ZA, and within Legends ZA, there are a total of 64 Mega Pokemon to capture. Just by playing the main story, I have 26 of them, which means that I have more than halfway to go if I want to get them all. However, with that being said, there is something about these Mega Evolutions that make them a little bit more difficult than just getting the Pokemon and getting the stone. I want to obtain these Mega Evolutions as Alpha Pokemon. Yeah, that's right, something like this guy. This is my Mega Alpha Starmie, and I want to do that for every Pokemon that can Mega Evolve in this game. And yeah, like I said, I do have a pretty decent head start, but there's still a lot that I need to go out and find. Here's what I got so far. So the Pokemon in these boxes are not only Alpha Pokemon and can Mega Evolve, but also are holding their Mega Stone. Something I gotta get for quite a few other Pokemon and capture more Alpha Pokemon as well. Okay, let's actually make that number 27, as it looks like I actually do have the Mega Stone for Tyranitar. When did I get it? I don't know, but hey, I have it, so he actually gets included in the count as well. The next Pokemon I'm going after is gonna be a Mega Alpha Gengar, and my first place I go to are the sewers, where I don't find anything at all, so I go to a different spawning location and I find an Alpha Ghastly. After evolving this Ghastly, I decided to try something for the first time and put in a link code to trade someone else that's also looking to evolve their Haunter. Surprisingly, this worked, and I met up with some guy that lives in China, and I traded my Pokemon over, and he didn't trade it back. So now I have an Alpha Chinese Gengar, which is cool. I just didn't know it'd be Chinese. Next up is Altaria, and very similarly to the Haunter Gengar situation, I could not find this thing at the original intended location I looked at, and went somewhere else to find a Swablu. With the Swablu, I evolved it, and bada bing bada boom, we have the Alpha Altaria. Next spot I went to was Area 20, where I could find an Alpha Sableye. Well, actually a lot of Alpha Pokemon, including an Alpha Altaria. Yeah, I didn't know you could find this guy here, so that would have saved a little bit of time, but hey, I have it anyways. One of them also being this feisty Totodile that almost kills me, like multiple times. Thankfully, it does not kill me. In fact, I actually end up catching him, so that's going to be very helpful to check off the list later. I also find a Tepig. No, not an Alpha Tepig, but just a normal Tepig. Something I am definitely trying to complete in this game as well is a Living Dex, and yeah, this is someone I needed, so we'll slowly get around to the Living Dex, but right now we're focusing on those Mega Pokemon. Keeping up with the water starter trend, we run into an Alpha Squirtle, someone that will also be helpful here in the near future. Sure, I did just get a Chinese Alpha Gengar, but we have this Alpha Gengar here as well. I did not know this guy could spawn here. Yeah, Wild Area 20 is busted, if you ask me. Ooh, one of the coolest finds here for sure is Metagross. However, it gets dark outside, so he leaves. That kind of sucks. That's fine though. We have a different Gen 3 Steel type we can try to capture with Aggron here. Definitely a very cool Pokemon, and a giant Aggron is very menacing. Getting a little tired of Area 20, I come to do a little shopping break where I pick up the Feraligatr Megastone, and looking at these prices, yeah, I've never felt more broke in my life. I really need to get my money up and not my funny up. I can't believe I just said that. Looking at the prices of the Megastones using Mega Shards isn't too encouraging either. Yeah, this is just a pretty expensive game in general, so we gotta grind a lot of different aspects of this game to buy all of these Megastones. But hey, at least we can count Aggron and his Megastone towards the count, so hey, we're making some progress. Speaking of progress, check out these two super sick Steel types that we both definitely need. Roserade, can you please not do that? We need both these Pokemon pretty badly, and thankfully after catching the Skarmory, I get our redemption against the sleepy Metagross that went to bed earlier, and we capture one of the hardest Pokemon to catch in this game. Very excited and glad about that one. We may get a change of scenery out of Wild Zone 20, but now in Wild Zone 19, we're in hell. Yeah, this is just anarchy all around. Thankfully, the Audino here captured relatively quickly, but next up was Kangaskhan. This is one of the sickest Pokemon you could get in Alpha form. He is just huge. Like, that baby is a full-grown other Pokemon. This is just a 2-for-1 combo, and I cannot wait to actually get the Megastone so I can see what he looks like with the two Pokemon side by side. Another night out at the ZA Royale gets us some more money where I can buy the Blastoise Mega Evolution Stone and the Kangaskhan Evolution Stone. Yes, I'm saying that because I don't know how to pronounce the actual stone names. Anyways, looking at the giant Kangaskhan, I love it. This might really be one of my favorite Mega Evolutions, and I'm so glad we're hunting down the Alpha forms for all these guys so I could see this one. I really don't have that many shards, but what I do have, I do buy the Mega Skarmory Stone, and then take on a Wild Alpha Pinsir. Very thankful I'm in a new hunting spot, and yeah, it works out pretty well here by finding the Pinsir pretty quickly. I also check out the new Mega Skarmory we just obtained, and it's okay. I don't know. I wish I liked this Mega more. Maybe it's the colors, maybe it's the claws. I'm unsure, but like, yeah, I wish I liked it a little bit more. being nighttime in Zone 13 means we can now find an Alpha Scyther here, something we definitely need as well, and thankfully I catch him, but that's only half the battle because we have to evolve him. And that's right, we're doing the same method I did to evolve my Haunter, doing an online link code, and thankfully I do meet up with someone. He's trading me a regular Scyther for my Alpha Scyther, and also I would be losing, you know, a metal coat if this doesn't go very well, so I'm pretty nervous, but I know if no one else got me, my boy Rush got me. Thankfully, he does actually trade back my Caesar right away after I trade over his. Yeah, you're the GOAT. Appreciate it a lot, Rush. Really, really appreciate it. Good luck hunting your own Alpha Caesar and Scyther. Speaking of hunting wild Pokemon, we are back in Area 20 where we find Drampa, and I don't know why, but for some reason I thought this guy could only appear in the rain. I'm really glad to be wrong about that one because that would have been a huge pain in the ass, but despite this Gourgeist's best efforts for me not to catch him, we still managed to pull it off. After picking up the Caesar right, I also see the Steelixite there. Steelixite. I feel like I'm saying these kind of correctly. I'm getting better, at least. And that reminds me that I actually can go out and get a guaranteed Alpha Steelix by completing some of the story missions that I most certainly have not quite yet. So that's exactly what I do. I go out and continue my post-game adventures and catch an Alpha Steelix as well as an Alpha Gallade, two Alpha Pokemon that are great to pick up that I was absolutely missing. After a quick coffee break with Sabrina Carpenter the Mawile, the two of us take on the challenge of catching Xerneas, and we managed to get him. Again, there's no Mega Evolution. Maybe in the DLC, I don't know, they'll get some Mega Evolutions, but still cool to have Xerneas for sure. Of course, we go after and catch Yveltal as well. I'm definitely more of a Xerneas fan, so a little bit more exciting about that one. But we got Yveltal, all right? Again, I am hoping for a living dex on this game as well, so at least 2 good Pokemon do add for that counter. While running around Lumio City, we did get a few more Mega Shards as well, so we can get a few more Mega Stones, such the ones for Pidgeot, Audino, and Pinsir, respectively. Pretty much any time I've ever been on a roof in this city, I'm looking for Mega Hawlucha, but no, he's over here in Wild Zone 20, of course. Thankfully, we do capture him pretty much immediately, so that's pretty nice at least. Back over at our favorite bug-infested Wild Zone, we have a chaotic scene as we try to catch this Heracross, but hey, at the end of the day, we still found him, we still managed to catch him, and that's really all that matters. Back over at my favorite shop in Lumio City, I buy the Steelixite and then 5 Old Ambers, because we're going to begin a bit of a weird hunt. Basically, there's a 1 out of 100 chance to revive an Alpha Aerodactyl every time you refresh one of these Old Ambers, and that means exactly what it seems like. I'm going to be hatching 5 of these things, checking if any of the 5 happen to be an Alpha Aerodactyl, and then if it's not, resetting my game to do it all over again. And after about 45 minutes, it finally ends up being an Alpha Aerodactyl, which is great, but I do have 4 other random Aerodactyls hanging out for no reason at all. I finally find the original reason I came to Area 20 at all, which was to find one single Sableye, so I just throw a quick fastball and get it over with. Next up is an Alpha Bulbasaur, which is a great find that I fail. I'm so beating myself up for missing out on this encounter. This is such a good one to have, and I just blew it, so that really sucks. I do take that as a lesson and actually teach a Thunder Wave to my Starmie, which is extremely helpful while trying to catch this Alpha Chikorita in front of me. Thankfully, this one I don't blow the same way I did with that Bulbasaur, and we have at least 1 grass starter captured under our belt. And after evolving and Mega Evolving the Meganium into the giant Alpha Mega Meganium, I definitely do like it. I don't love any of the Alpha starter designs, but if I had to pick one, I would say Meganium is absolutely my favorite, evident by my actual starter Pokemon. After dozens and dozens of resets in Area 20, I actually find something pretty amazing. No, it's not a new Alpha Pokemon, but a shiny Lucario. Yeah, that's right, and I actually engaged the battle, so I couldn't save my progress, which was terrifying. Definitely a little bit of extra stress trying to catch this guy, but it worked out great, and we did manage to catch a shiny Lucario while doing all of this hunt. I don't love the shiny for Lucario, but it's a shiny Lucario, and it's sick. I've always liked Lucario a lot, so I will 100% take it. And yeah, I don't have the shiny charm either, so it's pretty full odds as you can go. So yeah, I'm really happy about this for sure. And that luck streak definitely continues because after I catch this Alpha Charmander, one of 2 that I'm unfortunately going to need to find, I run into both an Alpha Garchomp and an Alpha Electros on the same spawn, which is insane. These are 2 Pokemon that I desperately need, and thankfully 2 Pokemon that I managed to get one after another. Yeah, really making great progress now along with that shiny Lucario. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now if you ask me. And hey, Area 20 continues to be the best place to find these Pokemon as we run into an Alpha Tepig here as well. We're really starting to make our way through these starters. If only we caught a Bulbasaur. Yeah, don't mention it. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. We continue reloading Area 20 for quite a while, and eventually we end up fighting the Totodile, the Bulbasaur, and finally the Charmander. Oh my goodness, this took so long, but every single Alpha starter has been captured in this game, and we can move on to something new. And that is shopping again. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are sick of this screen, and that's why I just buy out everything that I don't have so far. I kicked some ass in the ZA Royale, and I had quite a lot of money to spend, so I just buy every Mega Stone that I finally needed in this one darn shop. Now, we had enough energy to evolve just one of the Pokemon, and I ended up doing it for Emboar. And yeah, I really wanted to see this thing in person because everything I've seen about it, I didn't really know how I felt about it, and I don't know, Meganium's definitely the best choice. Oh, lucky me, look at that, we took so long to get this video done that the Mega Delphox Stone is now available in the ZA Royale, which means I need to catch a Fennekin here as well, which is kind of a weird method of resetting the day into night to try to check on this Alpha Fennekin. Again, this one took a while, but we do find the Alpha Fennekin. Time to take on the ZA Battle Club online matches. I really want to get like super into this. Of course, I played enough last season to get the Mega Greninja Stone, and that's exactly what I'm doing here to get the Mega Delphox Stone, but it's actually like surprisingly pretty fun. I would love to actually EV train and get some pretty decent real Pokemon for this mode. Right now I'm just using my, standard playthrough team Pokemon and doing the best that they can. And yeah, I actually do pretty good, and eventually we do rank up high enough to get the Delphoxite, and there we go, we can check out our Mega Delphox. Oh my god, it's 10 out of 10. No notes. I love this Mega so much. With some of the Mega Shards we also earn doing the online battle mode, I do buy a few more Mega Stones. Then I just begin farming the Mega Stones. I actually heard online that Lucario is the best way to quickly grab stones because he has a lot of priority moves, and obviously we have a pretty good Lucario to use, so I'm gonna be definitely doing that. After a pretty long back and forth of hunting down shards and exchanging them for Mega Stones, I buy my final purchase at the Mega Shard Exchange and get the Mega Metagrossite. Yeah, okay, pronouncing these are so hard. And the whatever, I don't care. Anyways, check it out. There we go. There is our final Alpha Pokemon as a Mega Evolution. He's actually like ginormous, which I did expect because it's an Alpha Pokemon, but it's actually like insane. And I really want a shiny. I won't lie, I really want a shiny. But a shiny hunt is gonna have to wait because I'm doing another Alpha hunt. That's right, we're looking for an Alpha Chespin. Yes, I know we can't actually get his Mega Shard quite yet, but I would feel a little bit cheap if I didn't actually go for this hunt. We're doing it all now. And we end up finding him relatively quickly, a lot faster than a lot of the other Alpha starter hunts. So, I'm glad I actually knocked this out. And we are ready for the Mega Chestnut Stone whenever that drops in the upcoming season. Now, we may have every Alpha Pokemon, but there is still one, maybe two more Pokemon I want to get to Mega Evolve that I don't own quite yet. The first thing I have to do is battle Lysander, which, yeah, again, the Lysander redemption arc in this game is actually insane. One of the worst Pokemon characters to one of the best. Yeah, it's actually been so much fun to, watch this character change and evolve throughout the entire game. Anyways, after a really cool epic battle with Zygarde, I'm glad to do one final Mega Evolution, battle scenario thing. It's actually so fun to do. And then we get to capture Zygarde himself and get to check out his Mega Evolution and unleash probably the coolest Pokemon move I've ever seen in my entire life. This thing just annihilated everything on the entire field. Like, that was absolutely insane, and I'm glad we went after this Zygarde and saw its Mega Evolution, even if it's, not an Alpha. And while that was the intended final capture for this video, yes, I'm gonna get Floette in a later video. I kind of want to do the Infinite ZA Royale in my own pace. I don't want to rush through all 15 of those Challenger matches. That's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, the final Pokemon that got released out of nowhere is Mega Diancie. Yeah, through a random mystery gift as I was editing this video, they dropped one more Mega Pokemon, and after catching Diancie, I won't lie, a little underwhelming. Yeah, we just got so many Alpha Pokemon that are giant as Mega Forms, and this one's a little small. So, kind of an underwhelming one, I won't lie, even if it is a mythical. But hey, we accomplished our goal in this video of obtaining every single Alpha Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, and we have them all in our Pokedex. Now I just need to finish up the Living Dex, and of course, get that Floette. So make sure to like and subscribe to follow along my own personal journey with this game, and going into, of course, the DLC. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it a lot. Let me know your guys' opinions and thoughts on this game in general. I am adoring it, so let me know your guys' opinions down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time, and bye.